I feel like somebody was with him or saw the accident when it had happened.
Holy shit, you're legit. Oh my God.
Listen, I didn't get a TV show by being wrong, hon.
This is
So first of all, when I'm connecting, your father was coming through because anytime that spirits show me police cars pulling up on the highway, it's their way of acknowledging to me that somebody was in the accident here in the physical. And right away when I'm connecting, I'm asking him, how did you die? How did you die? And your father's telling me he didn't even know what had happened when he passed. He literally shows me that he was like, when I tell you like picked up, he shows me that there was another vehicle that collided with him. And I feel like he was dragged here in this world. He says, there was no way that I was going to be able to survive this.
Yep.
And what's tough is this. Your dad has been waiting this whole time to talk to you and speak to you and connect with you, because what's so tough is that normally when I do readings and someone's in a car accident, right, it's always because speed was a factor. They were going fast. They were cutting somebody off. Something was happening. But with your dad, it wasn't that. It was the other driver who caused his passing here in the physical world. I feel like your dad was coming home at the time in which he had died. Do you know, I feel like somebody was with him or saw the accident when it had happened.
Holy shit, you're legit. Oh my God.
Listen, I didn't get a TV show by being wrong, hon.
This is wow, yes, he was riding with someone on a motorcycle on the Autobahn in Germany.
He tells me. And he says to me, Matt, all I could think about was that I was coming home. He was having such a great time. All of these things. He says it was a leisurely ride. It wasn't something where they were speeding or racing or doing any of these things.
He just got it out of the shop.
So
and was bringing it home from the shop.
So he was bringing it home from the shop. He just picked it up.
Yeah, it was broken and he just got it fixed.
No wonder why. Because he just said to me when I'm connecting with him this, he says, Matt, please let them know that this is not how I was supposed to pass. And please let them know, he says, that I would have never put my life in danger because he was so looking forward to coming home to you. Do you know that you were your father's pride and joy here in the physical world when I'm connecting? And you were just a little girl when your dad had passed.
I was 4.
And he's also telling me, do you know at the time, was your mom, I don't want to get into too much personal business, right? But was your mom and dad trying for another child?
Actually, his current wife at the time, he was remarried.
Yeah.
I believe she had a miscarriage.
At the same time.
That would be the reason why.
Same time.
Because when I keep hearing, okay, when he showed me the baby bump that was coming up, that's his way of acknowledging to me that he was planning on having more kids, that all of these things were supposed to happen. Your dad, first of all, wants to apologize for all the things that you went through in regards to his passing. Because your father says to me that from such a young age, he says, Matt, he says, she had to grow up so quickly. Because you had to learn about, first of all, you went through the issue with your parents, right, and their relationship here in the physical, but then you had to live through your dad's passing. So please know that after all of these years, your dad is coming through to let you know one thing. He's seen your life. And what's also tough is that he tells me that all throughout life that you've been very super sensitive here in this world. And he also tells me about you having anxiety.
Yep.
And he says to me, Matt, he says, that was put there when I died. That's when your anxiety started. And he says, I'm coming through to let her know that it's okay to let go of that. Because he tells me that you're like a sponge, like you absorb the energy of everybody else around you. He tells me that you're constantly going and like feeling other people's pain, other people's emotions, all these different things. He says that it's because from when you were younger, you went through something that most kids wouldn't have to go through. The loss of a father, understanding death, right? Understanding sadness, all of these things. And this is your dad's way of letting you know from the other side. Matt, he says, I've been her guardian angel every single day. And what he told me just gave me the chills. He just said to me when I'm connecting with him that he actually saved you from an accident here in this world.
I got into a fender bender in my Challenger.
So know that one of the things is that your dad was with you on that day because he said to me, Matt, this could have been much worse. And know that sometimes that's what our loved ones do on the other side, is that when they pass in a certain way, or when something happens to them, they prevent that same thing from happening to us. So know it's your dad's way of acknowledging from the other side, he is okay. He is with you. And as hard as it is, because you feel like you don't even get to know your dad or really don't know much about him, he says, Matt, please let her know that my presence has been with her from the time that I had passed. Let her know that I am okay on the other side. He says, and that I am so, so proud of her.